Are you ready to uncover the knowledge that has been hidden from humanity for centuries? Throughout history, certain secrets have been kept from the masses. One of them, the Kybalion, holds the key to unlocking the mysteries of the universe. This knowledge is not for everyone, but for those brave enough to apply it, it can radically change their lives. In this video, you will learn about the forbidden formula that can transform your reality forever. The Kybalion is an esoteric work that contains 7 fundamental principles that govern all the laws of the universe. These teachings were passed down by Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who combined the knowledge of ancient Greece and Egypt. These principles reveal truths that go beyond the physical and penetrate the core of the spiritual and mental realms. The lips of wisdom are closed, except to the ears of understanding. This is a quote from the Kybalion, reminding us that only those willing to delve deeply can understand the universal mysteries. What you will learn here is not for everyone, but if you are ready to listen, you can see your life in a new light. What is the Kybalion? The Kybalion is one of the most influential texts of Hermetic philosophy, originating from the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, considered the master of masters. This esoteric knowledge has influenced spiritual and occult thought for centuries. Despite its antiquity, it contains universal truths that are as relevant today as they were millennia ago. The content of the Kybalion has been hidden from most people, not because it was explicitly forbidden, but because the depth of its truths requires a high level of understanding and mental preparation. To the masses, these teachings would be incomprehensible and could even be misused. That's why these universal truths are often referred to as forbidden. They are not for just anyone. The text is based on 7 universal laws, principles that govern the workings of the cosmos and the human mind. Understanding and applying these laws can lead to profound changes in your life. These laws cover all aspects of existence, from the mental to the physical, revealing how everything is interconnected and governed by cosmic patterns. The principles of truth are 7. He who knows them understands the magic key before which all the doors of the temple will open. Kybalion. Explanation of the 7 Hermetic laws. 1. Principle of mentalism. The principle of mentalism is the first and most fundamental of all. It states that the universe is mental, meaning everything that exists begins in the mind. This principle reveals that the external reality is a reflection of what happens in our mind, and that our thoughts create our reality. Therefore, by controlling your mind, you can control your life. Applying the principle of mentalism is simple in theory but requires mental discipline. If you can control your thoughts, you can influence the events around you. This is closely tied to the law of attraction, which says we attract what we focus on the most. If you change your thoughts, you can literally change your life experiences. Modern psychology also explores this idea. Concepts like positive thinking and cognitive reframing show that our perceptions shape our reality. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Buddha. This directly connects Hermetic philosophy with recognized spiritual teachings. Principle of correspondence. The principle of correspondence states that, as above, so below, as below, so above. This means that everything in the universe is connected and follows similar patterns. The macrocosm and the microcosm are in harmony, and what happens on the spiritual plane is reflected in the physical plane. This is evident in many areas of life. For example, if a person has emotional imbalance, it may manifest physically as illness. The principle teaches that thought and behavior patterns in one area of life affect others. When we correct something in our inner world, profound changes can occur externally. Applying this principle involves recognizing the connections between different areas of your life and working on them holistically. Improving your mind, emotions, and spirit results in transformations in your physical and material life. 3. Principle of rhythm. The principle of rhythm explains that everything in the universe has a flow and ebb, highs and lows. Life follows cycles and patterns, and resisting these phases can cause suffering. This principle teaches us to accept the natural movement of life and learn to flow with it. Applying this principle means not clinging too much to good times or despairing in difficult times. When we accept that life is made up of cycles, we gain serenity and resilience. This principle is also related to the idea of balance and living in harmony with the natural rhythms of life. When we recognize the rhythm of life, we can navigate adversity more easily. It's a reminder that everything is temporary, both difficulties and triumphs. 4. Principle of vibration. The principle of vibration states that nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This means that everything in the universe, from the densest matter to the most abstract thought, is in constant motion. Every object, emotion, and thought has its own unique vibrational frequency. This principle reveals that by altering our mental and emotional vibrations, we can change what we attract into our lives. If we vibrate at lower frequencies, like fear or anger, we attract situations and people that resonate with those emotions. On the other hand, when we raise our vibration through positive thoughts and feelings, like love and gratitude, we begin to attract higher-level experiences. The law of attraction is directly based on this principle, stating that like attracts like. Our personal vibrations determine the type of energy we draw into our lives. Understanding the principle of vibration empowers us to consciously control our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to shape our reality intentionally. This principle teaches that the key to changing our lives lies in the frequency we choose to vibrate at, which requires daily awareness and practice to elevate our mental and emotional states. 5. Principle of cause and effect. The principle of cause and effect states that every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. There are no coincidences in the universe. Everything happens for a reason, following universal laws of causality. By understanding this, we realize we can become the cause of our own experiences instead of being passive victims of external circumstances. Applying the principle of cause and effect means taking responsibility for our choices and actions. Every thought, word, and behavior we emit generates an impact that returns to us in some form. This gives us the power to shape our destiny by making more conscious and intentional choices. 6. Principle of polarity. The principle of polarity asserts that everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its opposite. This means that everything in the universe has an opposite, but these opposites are merely two extremes of the same thing. Think of heat and cold, love and hate. They are expressions of the same energy, just in different degrees. This principle teaches that we can change our reality by shifting our perspective. For example, fear can be transformed into courage and hatred into love simply by altering our emotional vibration toward the opposite pole. This gives us the power to transcend negative emotions and create a more balanced life. 7. Principle of gender. The principle of gender doesn't refer to biological sex, but to the idea that gender exists in everything, the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. These two complementary forces are necessary for creation and manifestation in the universe. The masculine represents action and assertiveness, while the feminine symbolizes receptivity and nurturing. This principle teaches that to manifest anything in life, we must balance both of these forces. We need the masculine side to take action and pursue our goals, but we also need the feminine side to be receptive, intuitive, and allow things to unfold naturally. This balance is the key to harmonious creation. The Forbidden Formula. How to apply these teachings. The Forbidden Formula is in fact the practical application of these universal laws in your daily life. The first step is understanding that everything begins in the mind. If you want to change your reality, you must change your thoughts. This is mentalism in action. The mind is a powerful tool that can be shaped to create any reality you desire. To start, I recommend a simple exercise. Take 5 minutes of your day to intentionally visualize the reality you want. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living that life. Feel the emotions, see the details, and most importantly, believe it's possible. Over time, this practice will alter how you perceive your reality and directly influence what you attract into your life. Remember, persistence is key. Universal laws don't work instantly, but they act consistently and gradually. Just as the universe's rhythm follows patterns, so will your transformation. What you think, you create. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. Personal transformation through awareness. The process of personal transformation through these teachings begins with the awakening of awareness. When you realize the power your mind has over your reality, you become more conscious of your thoughts, emotions, and actions. This self-awareness is the key to unlocking the hidden potential within you. A powerful example is people, by applying these principles, have moved from mental and emotional poverty to lives of prosperity. They realized their limiting beliefs were creating barriers, and by transforming those thoughts, they saw tangible changes in their lives. This process can be challenging, but it's the foundation for true transformation. Remember, however, that transformation brings internal resistance. Often, we face fears and insecurities when trying to change our reality. But this resistance is part of evolution. As the Kybalion says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. When you're ready for change, the universe will conspire to help you. Now that you understand the universal principles of the Kybalion and how to apply them, know that the power to change your life is in your hands. The laws of the universe are immutable, and when you understand and use them, you can completely transform your reality. Everything begins in the mind. My recommendation is that you start now. Choose one of the principles we discussed and apply it in your life for a week. See how your perception and experiences change, and continue exploring the other principles as you advance on your transformation journey. The secret of the universe lies within you. Only you can decide if you're ready to receive it. The universe is always listening. The question is, are you ready to speak?